Levi, long time no see. How are
Hola.
you?
I'm good. How are you, buddy?
Good. Made it through another Belgian block of racing. 3 races. Didn't crash.
Yeah. Another
Pretty stoked.
breakaway?
Another breakaway. Was happy to get in the break at Denon. That was good. Like you said, dress rehearsal before the big
Yeah.
show on the
Yeah.
12th. It's crazy.
April 12th is Roubaix.
April 12th is Roubaix. So I have 2 weeks here in Girona now. Some long trainings, dude. We're doing like 2-day blocks, so every 2 days I have a rest day. But it's 5-5 and then 6-6 and then 6-6 and then 7-6. This is the final touches of to be honest, I need to talk to my coach because seems like a lot. I don't know. Seems like a lot to do right before the race, but
Yeah. It does seem like a lot. Like, what's the intensity like during it?
I think there's like some days are motor pacing, some days are doing efforts and stuff. Uh, Tomorrow's my only like real endurance day, I think. I'm still doing 5, which is enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay to if you start getting into it, you're like, I feel like I'm starting to overdo it. It's okay
Yeah.
to think, start over again.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm in good shape. Like I could totally tell from the first race, Nakara through Denain, and then had a couple rest days, and then I raced GP Montserrat or whatever on
That's where you were
Sunday.
in the break, right? Or no, Denan was in the break.
Denain was the break, but I came pretty good out of it. And then in Montserrat, I felt really good. And in fact, like in the last 15K, there was a break up the road, and it was just attacking all day. We actually averaged, I did my fastest 180K ever, and I would imagine also my fastest 200K, but 48.5 Ks an hour average.
Mhm.
We were hauling ass.
Yeah. I mean, and if dude, that's training in itself, obviously, right? Like, and you feel good, like I would do everything you can to protect those good sensations and don't spend it in racing. Or sorry, don't spend it in training.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to keep some in the tank, then show up to Roubaix
Yeah,
overtrained. Yeah.
for sure. I mean, I think doing a what, it's 3 weeks away?
Yeah, Roubaix is like 3 weeks away.
Yeah, I mean, maybe 3 long rides, in the next 2 weeks. That's about all you'll need.
Yeah.
But obviously some other rides, like intensity and shorter rides, but
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
I
see.
don't know. That block you said sounds kind of. I don't remember ever doing a block like that myself.
Yeah. I mean, the 2 days in a row versus like 3 days in a row will save you because you'll just have more rest in general. But I mean, it's like tomorrow I do 5, Thursday I do 5 with some ramps, and then Friday's recovery, and then I have 6-6 rest, 6-6 rest, 7 rest, 3 hours motor pacing, travel, activation, and then Skelter Price. Seems like, I don't know. Maybe after Skelter Price, then I'll just have it easy before Roubaix.
Yeah, and you can use Skelderprice. Like if you were to come in rested, fresh, you use Skelderprice to get you going again.
Yeah. God, I just want to survive Skelter Price, bro. I don't know. It's like it's such a
Yeah, there's
different
always
mindset you
crashes
have.
in the last 3K.
Yeah, it's just like I find it a different mindset than like some guys go into every race wanting to like win and be in the mix and everything, but like for Skelter Prize, I just want to do my job and then bounce, you know? I don't want to risk getting chopped in a corner and then missing
Yeah,
Roubaix, but I don't
yeah.
know.
There's a history of pretty bad crashes in that sprint.
Yeah,
I
I can
did
imagine.
Skelderprice once. I don't
Did you?
remember,
Really?
2001 maybe. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't remember it, but I definitely know I did it.
yeah. Wait, I have some
Yeah,
good news to share. Are you ready? Are you gonna
yeah, 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 yeah.
coming to Levi's?
Let's
Coming to the Grand
fucking
Fonda.
go, dude. Let's fucking go.
Yeah,
Yeah, buddy. So
yeah,
that makes 4 modern adventure riders at the
yeah.
growler.
We're gonna have like a
Oh
little
shit.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sick, dude.
yeah, dude. I'm
Awesome.
excited. That's gonna be awesome. My
That's
parents are
gonna
gonna
be
come watch
so
probably.
cool. Oh, yeah, I gotta meet your parents. I've never met
Y-
them.
Yeah. You'll have to meet them, cause for
Dude,
sure.
that's awesome news.
Yeah, dude. I'm so excited, and then I get to do Gila as well, so it's a
Yeah.
win-win.
Nice.
So
So your boy Ian is up here right now. He was trying to get me to do like 4 hours yesterday and 4 hours today. I'm like, dude, I forgot how to pedal a bike, man.
yeah, yeah, he went around the lake pretty fast yesterday, I think.
Yeah. I looked at it. It was pretty chill actually.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I guess you just go faster up there in the altitude. I forget.
You
Like a 30,
absolutely go. Uh,
yeah, a
34K an
34.
hour around the lake is like for a pro is that's dude, that's like low medium.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But no, it'll be good. I think he's doing the growler, isn't he?
Yeah. And
Yeah, Kieran
Kieran and Brody.
and Brody. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does the feeding work? Is it all neutral feeding or
There are let's see, three like neutral feeds where you can grab a bottle, and then there is one personal aid station where you can have your own team musette, grab a musette with your stuff in it.
yeah,
So yeah, you guys should set that up.
yeah.
Got
Gotta
somebody who
see.
can.
I
It's
don't know
it's
if we'll have
super easy
staff.
access to get there for your staff or
Yeah.
your dad or whoever it is.
Yeah, maybe my dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
Oh,
bit
that's
rusty
so
on the
rad.
dude, I know. I'm so excited. It's like all the stars are aligning. Hopefully it'll be
Yeah.
good
And
weather and
you've
everything.
you've never ridden out there, have you?
No, I've only heard good things. I've heard it's freaking awesome.
Dude, it's the best riding in the United States. I don't care. Like yeah, people come at me, comments, tell me about it. Sonoma County, you can't get any better. It's one of the best places in the world to ride a bike.
Dude, no. I think Santa Monica's Malibu is the best.
It's good, but man, then you have to deal with that Highway 1. No, thank you.
Yeah, if you're a little baby. You guys out there, you guys have to deal with like drunk drivers and stuff, I imagine. I'd be scared of
Oh,
that there.
because the wine country, you mean?
Yeah, wine tasting all day, like just rogue stuff out there.
I can see how you would think that, but I don't think it's honestly, I don't think it's any worse than anywhere else.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know
Yeah.
for peace of mind when I stay there because my girlfriend's family has a place there in Sonoma
Where?
County. Not
Is it Sonoma
Napa.
or Napa? Where
It's
is it?
not. It's not Napa. It's in
Where is it?
Sonoma. It's in
The
Sonoma.
town of Sonoma?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just outside of it.
Eh, that's that's kind of Napa actually. The true Sonoma County is like
Like
where you'll see.
in
You will see.
what is it called? Halesburg? Is that where Ian's
Healdsburg,
from?
yeah.
Healdsburg.
No, Ian is from Sebastopol.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
more north?
No, it's so Sonoma County is like it's a huge place. It's a really big county.
Mm,
Sebastopol is like West County. It's like pretty
okay.
close to the ocean.
Oh, okay.
Really great roads out there. Yeah.
Maybe I did do some riding up. I did the Best Buddies group ride thing. It started at Skywalker Ranch and went up
That's Marin.
north. That's Marin County.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, I don't
Ge
know my geography.
Geography's not your strong point, is it?
No, I just know when you fly into San Francisco Airport, all that area there is just like kind of the same.
Awesome. Great. Wonderful.
My dad's
Spectacular.
act- my dad's from Orinda, so he's a Bay kid.
That's
But
East Bay, right?
yeah, I think west, east, I don't know, one of the
Yeah, I don't know
directions.
all the little, communities of the Bay Area. There's so many.
Yeah,
So you're gonna come into Reno first, I imagine.
yeah. Gonna come into Reno. When's the ride? What day is it again?
April 25th.
April 25th. Yeah, so I'll come in probably after Roubaix, so like the 13th or 14th. And then depending on whether I can get in or not, I'm supposed to see this Aero TT guy in Arizona. So I was gonna go there and get like my position dialed and stuff, and then yeah, head home, train a little bit, and then drive down to Sonoma and just stay
Okay.
there for a couple days and then do the race. And then probably win. Just kidding.
Yeah, we should, hey, offline, we should talk about, I'll give you the like tips and tricks for the area.
Yeah. No, that would be nice to have because Mike Woods is gonna be there, probably Keegan's gonna be there.
Yeah,
Some strong dudes.
for sure.
If we've
Luke?
got 4 guys, surely we should be able to make it to our advantage.
Yeah. You stick together and come up with a plan.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we were texting with Luke the other day, and he's so funny. He wants to make it a flatter route because he thinks he can't get over the geysers which
Surely
is the
he
last
can. He's
climb.
so strong.
He can get over like close enough that he can come back, especially if there's other strong guys with him.
Yeah.
There's so much road to come back to any leaders afterwards.
Are these climbs steep?
Oh yeah,
Really? No.
yeah.
I wish it was just 5% stuff. I can handle that, but
Now 15 plus in
no.
places.
Mike Woods is gonna spank us.
Well, so the very first climb is probably the steepest, but it's so early on that you
Yeah.
can't go away from there. And if you get, you go your pace there, you'll come back.
Mm, nice. Is there
Yeah.
is there like roads? What happens if you flat, for example?
Well, this is where the gravel model comes in. Like you're gonna want to carry a spare, carry
Seriously.
a CO2. Yeah. No team
Oh.
cars allowed.
Oh,
Everybody
dude.
has a saddlebag, but everybody has it. So it's, yeah. So my advice to you and anyone else is do not run the most fragile tires. Like run a tire that you're not going to flat on. And I would go with a lot of guys are going 32 millimeter tires.
Dude.
And
Is there
yeah,
gravel or something?
dude, the roads are so rough. Like there's so much precipitation in that area and there's so many roads that they can't keep up with the maintenance. So you're talking about cracks and holes and little bits of gravel here and there. So I would definitely get your hands on 30 or 32 millimeter, like robust tires.
Yeah. Alright.
That way you don't have to stop because if you have to stop and fix a flat, you're out, right?
For sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So then what's the point of even bringing that stuff? If
Well,
you're
you got to get home.
yeah, yeah. There's no broom wagon?
There is a broom wagon, but you don't want to be in the broom wagon, dude. You might as well like fix your flat and then enjoy the scenery. Stop at
Yeah,
the aid stations and enjoy the food
yeah.
and it worst case scenario when you get to the north end of the course, you can beeline it back to the finish, not do
Yeah,
geysers.
yeah, yeah. The feed stations are gonna be like parties?
They
Or
can
w
be, not for you guys, but in
yeah,
for the
not for
Fondo
us, but for
riders,
this yeah,
yeah. For that's the great thing about the Grand Fondo is like obviously we got the elites. They're going for $156,000 worth of prize money. It's serious. It's live streamed. They're not partying, they're not looking around. Then you've got the Fondo, and you've got a pointy end of the Fondo riders that want to achieve their personal best or even like show themselves to try to qualify for the elite field the next year. But then you've got a bulk of people that, man, this is like the biggest, hardest thing they've ever done, and they want to enjoy it. They're not like, setting a timer on themselves. They just want to get it over with and, well, not over with, but, get it under their belt, but
yeah,
also enjoy the scenery, enjoy the food, ride with each other.
that's cool. That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
My
That's
wife
gonna be
Nicolette is in that group. She likes to, just go her pace.
have
Like
fun with it.
she could go faster if she wanted to, but she just likes to enjoy it.
So what's your plan on the day? What are you gonna do?
I'm filling in for Matt Stevens. Matt cannot join us this year, unfortunately. We're super bummed about that, but I'll be sitting with Hannah and commenting on the race.
Oh, wow.
So I'll be like, "There's
Nice.
my boy Cole in the break."
No, I don't think I'll be able to go in the break in that one.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, but they're not gonna let me.
But
I would just
whoa,
have to
who ca-
I would just
who
have to
cares if
muscle
they
it.
exactly? They might not want to let you, but you do it anyway.
I don't know, it's over 200 Ks, isn't it?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
220.
Yeah, so that's proper. I need to save my bullets, man. I'm not Thanos.
2 years ago, Peter Vakoch and Lawrence Nason,
Yep.
both ex-World Tour pros, they went pretty early, and man, Keegan barely caught him at the end.
Yeah.
They were out there for a long time, and that was some atrocious weather. Snowed
Oh,
on top of the
no.
geysers.
Bro.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Dude, don't tell me that. I
Yeah,
don't
it was
that would be a
freak,
DNS. That'd be a DNS.
freak day. That's not gonna happen.
No, it's looking
Last year
like
was
you guys are
glorious.
yeah, it's looking like you guys getting early summer.
Yeah, well, it'll be kind of weird if it doesn't snow again up here in Tahoe. So
I saw something
there
on
is,
the weather anyways that it's supposed to snow
yeah,
next week or something.
there's a little bit on the horizon.
Hmm.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, not the
So
longest ski season for you, huh?
no, today was
Brutal.
day 76. Normally I get just over 100.
Yeah. Dude, you wanna
But
talk about
yeah,
Milano-San Remo?
we have to talk about Milan-San Remo.
What
Like
a race.
the words are hard to come up with. I mean, I think it's the most impressive performance I've ever seen. Okay, like we watched Tade win the Giro and the Tour, and it's not a surprise, right? Like we've seen how good he is, and it just I guess it's like I don't know how to explain it. It makes sense, right? But for him to crash, what, 5K before the Cipressa? I mean, leading into the Cipressa, it's historically known as like it's as intense as a Tour de France sprint stage.
Yeah.
Like it is a fight. And everybody's always said, I never did San Remo, but I know from history and other races that it's really dangerous. People are really scared when they start San Remo. All these guys are scared. And for him to crash, like my first thought was like, oh man, like maybe he gets back to some sort of lead group or a chase group, but when you crash, like you never feel the same.
No.
Like you're
No.
always like
And
you
the
get up
chase
and
back, and a normal person, even if you made it back to that group, you're so fucked.
I read where he said like, "Oh, my teammates got me back. I didn't have to spend that much energy." But dude, on the wheels, like that's not
It's
easy.
no, and then to move up a
Yeah.
racing peloton on Cipressa, he
Yeah.
moved up like it was just a easy coffee ride. That
Yeah,
was
and
the
like
most impressive thing I've ever seen, and Brandon McNulty navigating it from the front as well.
yeah,
Like,
I'd be interested to know like if he was vocalizing the fact that he was coming up to other riders, but I was watching it like they were not going slow because if they were going slow, it would have been like curb to curb
yeah,
on the climb. It would have been curb
yeah,
to curb, and you could
yeah, for
see
sure.
like guys were already like just hanging on the wheel, so they had space to keep moving up
Yeah,
in places.
yeah,
That
yeah.
means that those guys were suffering,
No, it was
and they
on.
just
They broke the record of Cipressa
and Poggio too, right?
and Poggio, yeah, but to be moving up through the peloton and be on pace to break the record, I mean, they were not going
Unreal.
slow.
And when I saw him go up Cipressa, in my opinion, he wasn't 100%. Like last year, I think he was like he gave it everything on Cipressa. Like he was, you could see with the body language and the pedaling that he was like trying to drop those guys. And I think this year he was a little bit more like, okay, I'm going to go hard. If they get dropped, they get dropped, but I'm going to save it for Poggio, save it for the sprint, not just be like fully committed, which after crashing and chasing back and still have the ability, the mentality, the awareness to pace it so that like, okay, I'm going to hurt him here and then I'm going to hurt him on the Poggio and I'm going to make sure that if it comes to a sprint, I've got something left. And he did all the work uphill, most of the work on the flats, most of the work on the downhills.
Dude,
I mean,
Pogacar has the biggest balls in the peloton. The
the
way that he hit
mentality,
that
yeah.
Poggio descent after
Hmm.
having crashed 20 Ks
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
most guys after crashing, like, you're timid in the corners for a month.
Absolutely.
He
Absolutely.
immediately after crashing out descends Tom Pidcock. He had Pidcock on
Oh,
the ropes, dude.
yeah. Yeah.
Yo, who puts Pidcock on the ropes on descents? No one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I
He was
just,
sending.
like if you can't appreciate what just happened because this is not the Tour de France where like 21 days and all these climbs and the time trials like separate like legs from legs. This is for him to like muscle his way through this on San Remo, which is such a high speed race. These climbs are not steep. I raced over the Poggio once and I was like, somebody said, "Oh, we just went over the Poggio," and I was like, "That was the Poggio? That was so easy. Like you just sit
Yeah,
on the wheels, you get sucked up it." I mean, it's different. San Remo's 300K, but still, like, it is not a race that separates legs and lungs. It's just positioning, high octane efforts. And this is the guy that wins the Tour de France that can just like muscle his way through San Remo. It's just mind
yeah,
blowing.
yeah, it's unreal, and, yeah, the positioning needed to go into the bottom of those climbs, I bet I bet you come to the Poggio, the bottom of the Poggio, if you're in that front group, so at your limit that or the Cipressa, sorry, coming into the Cipressa on your limit, probably doesn't take much to get dropped, like, if you're on the wheel doing, like, 550, you're not lasting long, probably, at
Yeah,
that moment.
you have to be a Jedi in the peloton,
Yeah,
for positioning and just, obviously someone like Pogacar who is physically stronger than everyone, it's easier for him to have full oxygen in his brain and make good decisions. He's not on the rivet, so he's not cross-eyed like a lot of guys. So
yeah,
that's a benefit when it comes to positioning, but still,
yeah,
man,
yeah, it's
I just can't describe it. I mean, he absolutely deserved to win that race. I know some people were like, "Oh, I was rooting for Pidcock," but it's like I mean, he did an amazing job, but dude, Pogacar, like, that was his race.
yeah. No, and he wanted that so bad and worked so hard for it, I imagine. I think I heard him say or heard somebody say in the media that he would, like, go there 3 or, like, a couple times a week in the winter just to train those roads and really
That's
learn.
wh that's how he put Pogacar on or, sorry, Pidcock on the rivet on the downhills.
Yeah, yeah. He just knew it like the back of his hand.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's great to be able to witness this. Like, I was thinking about it, like, I remember when I was a kid, I've never really watched basketball in my life, but I got to watch Michael Jordan play,
Yeah,
and I just think he's the best ever, and it's not even about the numbers, it's just, like, the way he was on the court, the way he moved, it was just awe-inspiring.
so you don't think LeBron's the GOAT?
No, I think Jordan's the GOAT. Yeah. I think that who didn't
Comment
grow up
below.
people who didn't grow up watching Jordan and only LeBron, they can't comment. Like you gotta I mean, I'm not the biggest basketball fan, so I'm not
Yeah,
the authority, but watching Jordan when I was a kid, that it definitely made an impression on me. It was like I don't know how to put it into words, but you were just awe-inspired by the way he moved around on the court. It was insane. He was
yeah,
Air Jordan.
yeah, yeah,
So I think what I'm getting at is like it's been amazing to see some of the greatest all time in different sports in my
yeah.
lifetime. Like who else can we talk about? I mean,
Prime
you got
Phelps?
Lewis Hamilton,
Yeah. Phelps?
and now Pogacar. It's interesting though because the media keeps asking Merckx for like his quotes about it all, and yeah, I think he's getting a little annoyed.
Yeah, for sure. I thought
I
I
think
saw something saying that he, like, kind of hinted that he was, like, proud of Pogacar, now Pogacar is, like, up there with me after winning San Remo. I thought I saw something like that, but
I don't know. I think I'm starting to get the sense that he's like, stop comparing us. I'm still the best. That's what I think is going on.
yeah,
Because,
that'd be funny.
his numbers are still going to be out of reach of Tade's, but it's different eras, so
Yeah, I mean, Merckx was racing against plumbers and
yeah,
farmers and, you
exactly.
know, it was a different game.
The rest of the peloton is at a much higher level now than it was then.
I think it's so much more competitive now.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is why it's so mind-blowing to see him win Milan-San Remo. It, even if it went perfectly for him, and without the crash, it would just be amazing. But then he crashes at the absolute worst possible moment in the race.
Yeah, like what, 5K from Cipressa or something?
I mean, I guess if you crash right at the foot, that would be right, probably worse.
That would be very sober. I
I mean,
I wouldn't
the
put I
speed is
wouldn't
lower, but
I wouldn't put Pogacar behind anything. I mean, I think if he flatted at the bottom of Trapessa or something or crashed, he could make it back and still win the race. After what I saw in this race, he can do anything.
yeah.
He can do
Anyway,
anything he wants.
what do you think? What do you think his chances are at Roubaix?
Ooh, I mean, he could win every single monument this year.
Yeah,
I mean,
a-
he could.
I mean that is absolutely possible.
Has anybody ever done that? If that
No,
person was, then it was Merckx, but
I don't think no, he's never done that.
yeah. I mean, that would be unreal.
I wonder if anyone's done 4 of the 5 in a year.
It just seems hard to believe. Seems hard to believe that someone could do that.
Do you think he'll start on as equal favorite to Vanderpool and Roubaix, assuming that
No, no,
it's status quo for the next
I
3 weeks?
I think Vanderpool's always gonna be favored at Roubaix. But, I mean, I don't know why Alpecin didn't make UAE ride in Milano-San Remo. UAE didn't have to ride the front at all until they just started positioning going onto the coast.
I think it comes down to sort of mentality, mind games.
Yeah, I mean, but then UAE wins every game. Like, why would you just not like, you have to make
Well,
UAE ride.
they they only spent one guy, Alpecin.
Gillier, yeah,
I mean, and most likely that's the guy who doesn't have the speed to really ramp it up when it matters. So that's why they would use him to pull for 200K. But
yeah,
putting him on the front says, I'm the favorite, not you. And I think
yeah,
that helps Vanderpool. It puts good pressure on him, and it sends a signal to UAE that I've won this race twice, you haven't.
yeah, that's pretty badass.
So I think it's the right call.
But I wonder if UAE is gonna ride in Flanders.
I think they have to, yeah.
Yeah,
But Flanders is different because it's a bunch of position battles. It's so many battles throughout the day. It's not just one like ramp up into Cipressa.
yeah. I mean, Roubaix is the same, so is UAE gonna ride in Roubaix, or is Alpecin just gonna ride?
Well, I think what I'm trying to say is they're both gonna ride. They're both gonna battle for position next to each other
Yeah,
because it's not like one team can just sit on the front for 200K in either of those two races.
yeah,
It's like, oh, we're gonna lead out to this section, and then we're gonna try to recover and keep our guys together, and then we're doing another lead out and another lead out, and it's just like it's an attrition. It's attrition of people getting dropped. It's attrition of mechanicals, and you just keep going. It's one battle after another.
yeah. I think my battle might look a little bit different that day.
Yeah. Hopefully you're ahead of all of those battles.
That would be that would be pretty sick.
That's the move.
That is the move. I managed to do it in Denane. In Denane, they call it the baby Roubaix or the mini Roubaix.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't make it far, man. Like that position, they took 70K for the break to go. So we got into the break. I got into the break. I'm already like fucked, and then we get to the first sector, and they only have given us like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, because the position fight in the back for the first sector is already like 30K away once we get in the break. So we didn't have much time to like really.
Have you looked back at the last whatever 10 Roubaix to see how long the break has taken in each one?
Mm-mm. I probably should do that, but with the way that cycling is going now, these break formations go a long time.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, you should look at the history. A
Yeah,
big race like Roubaix where being in the break it's a good thing. It could take a long time.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because people never say that the first part of Roubaix is easy. I think it's just a big fight for the break for an hour.
I mean, I know for sure that it has taken 100K sometimes,
Yeah, for sure, I could imagine.
and that's just full gas the whole time.
Yeah, dude, I wish I had a power meter for GP Denain. My power meter didn't connect at the start or something, and so I had no power, but I I thought I was riding the hardest I had ever ridden in that race. I was going so hard. I felt like it was way harder than the breakaway at Kern.
Hmm. Harder
So,
to get into or harder when you were in
okay,
it?
well, yeah, the getting into was exponentially harder. I muscled the break. I am the one who started it. And the funny story, Brody McDonald on our team, we were like looking at the road book or whatever, but it was all in French. And we were sitting on the bus, and she was reading us the road book, and he was like, "Oh, first one to go through the lap on lap one gets 7,000, and then lap two is 4,000 euros, and lap three is 2,000 euros or something like that." And so I was like, "Oh, fuck, dude, those preems are awesome. Why should I not go for one of these preems?" So we kept the break took so long to go that we made it to the laps, like to the finish line. And so we went around the finish line one, and it was 7,000. And then number two was 4,000. And on the second one, I like attacked full gas to go for this preem. And I started the break, and I had a gap. And Sean Christian went on the radio and was like, "Get that bread, Cole." And I thought I won 4,000 euros on the preem. So that was how I got into the break, because I just muscled it. Yeah. And the break started, and then, yeah, we ripped away. But pretty funny.
Those are some good preems, yeah.
Yeah, but, no, those preems didn't exist. He got it
What?
wrong. Yeah, he got it wrong.
Oh,
He
dude.
couldn't yeah, he couldn't read French. So it was actually just the prize money for first, second, and third.
I was gonna say, that sounds like the prize money.
Yeah, so I totally got flicked. I got flicked
Oh,
so hard.
that's why the first lap was 7, then it just kept going down. Like, no, that's first place,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
it's
mean,
funny.
you don't need to not know French to know that part,
Yeah.
though.
So
You can't translate numbers.
we were all convinced I made us so much money, and everybody was all excited, and then, nope, it was wrong. I got played.
Sorry.
Yeah, but, no,
Do you
I was in
speak
the
any
break
other
there with
languages?
I speak a little Spanish. It's not great, though.
Yeah.
Just enough to get around and order a coffee.
Yeah. My Spanish, I mean, I lived in Girona there for 12 years and
Yeah.
niente.
Yeah, nada?
Eh.
Niate. That's not a word, bro. That's bad. That's pretty bad.
Once in a while,
Oh,
I'll bust
man.
out the little bit of Spanish I know to Nicolette because she's fluent in Spanish. She
Oh, she's
laughs.
fluent? Man, she speaks Hungarian, Spanish, and English?
And German.
And German. Dude, Hungarian is one of the hardest languages to learn.
It sounds so cool though when you listen
Yeah.
to it.
It's like a little bit of like Russian, but
Yeah.
like European languages at the same
But
time.
it's softer. It's like a lot of syllables, but they're kind of all pretty soft.
Yeah.
It sounds nice. I don't
Yeah.
know what they're saying, but I like listening to it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
I know Saretnik.
what does that mean?
I love you.
Aw, look at you. Oh, wow. Such a soft, cute guy. That's nice.
I also
That's
know
nice.
I know Bosmeg.
Osmeg, what's that?
Fuck off.
Fuck off. Did you ever use that one in the Peloton to some Hungarian guys?
No, no, no. I didn't know Hungarian until I met Nicolette.
Oh, okay, okay. That's
I always
funny.
joke with her that I'm gonna misuse it when we go to Hungary, like, hey, Bosmeg! Like
Boss Mag.
instead of thank you, like a dumb
That would be
American.
people would be like, "What?
What what'd you say?
What'd you say to me? What'd you say to me?" "Oh, yeah, yeah, have a good one." That's funny.
Yeah.
Man. Did you
So
watch any
you're
of the classics? Did you see Nakara?
I watched highlights of everything you've been doing. Yeah.
I don't typically make those, so
That's
Nakara
not
was
true.
pretty
I think they showed the break in Danang, possibly.
maybe a little bit.
But like Grunewagen has been winning all those, right?
Yeah, dude, he's their team's doing great now. It's crazy. They really dialed in their sprint train and are all in for Groenewegen, and it's paying off for them. They're winning good races.
Yeah, and it's smart for them to target those races and get points and
For sure.
yeah.
Yeah, they're doing well. I'm surprised that Kaha is going to the tour over them, to be honest.
Who is?
Kaha, Rural.
He's going to the Tour de France?
Yeah.
Caja Rural is going to the Tour de France.
Yeah. Yeah. They got the wild card, bro.
Who else? How many wild cards are there these days?
2 or 3
Ca-
probably.
Caja Rural?
Yeah.
Dude, I can't tell you one of their riders.
Nope.
Huh.
Yeah,
Which
so
French teams? There's always a couple French wild cards.
Total Energies, Cofidis.
Those are not World Tour?
Nope. Pro
Wait,
Conti.
Total Energies? That's.
Total Energies is Pro Conti.
I thought that they teamed up with Ineos.
Yeah, as a title sponsor, but they have their own team. Total
Whoa.
Energies. It's a pro team. Remember Sagan went to it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know those two teams.
Yeah.
I mean, Cofidis, dude,
Yeah, they got relegated.
they're. I'm gonna say they're the second longest running team behind Lotto.
Yeah.
They've been around a long time.
Soudal Quickstep has been a long time as well.
No, these two are more than those.
Cofidis has been around for forever, though.
Lotto has been around since the early 80s.
Really? That long?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Over 40 years.
Hmm.
By far the longest in the history of the sport.
Didn't Lance get signed by Cofidis when he came back from
Mm-hmm.
cancer or something?
Yeah. I don't think he ever raced for them, but well, no, what was the deal? They signed it. He went there, but then he got cancer.
Oh, maybe that's
I
right.
think that's,
Yeah.
don't quote me, but I think then they
No,
were like, they didn't, they either broke his contract
yeah, I
or
think
they,
they probably broke his contract. So.
yeah, yeah. It was
Yeah, Cofidis has been around
the
that
fuel
long.
of, part of the fuel of his fire for sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. He always wanted to beat those guys.
I think he had a lot of fuel in his
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to speak.
Um, so those two, so Carral, the two French teams, who's the fourth?
Well, I don't think there's 4. Maybe it's just 3.
Just
Oh,
three?
no, Unibet, Tietama, Rockets.
You said they're not going to the
Wait,
tour.
yeah, no, they're not going. Kaha. So it's Kaha, Cofidis, Total Energies. I think that's it.
How
I
many
would
World
imagine
Tour teams are there?
18. So what's that?
So
That's 21
21
teams.
teams, 8 riders.
Yeah, sounds right. No,
That's
maybe
only
22 teams.
168. Yeah, I think there's
Well,
22.
dude, let's just go to PCS and look at this right now. We can confirm or deny. I should be. I can't be missing anything. Tour de France. Here we
I
go.
don't think this is going to be very interesting for our listeners to listen to.
Maybe not. I don't know.
These two
I-
dummies that don't know their own sport.
Yeah. All I know is that they probably don't win a stage. Not in this day and age.
Carral or any
No.
of them. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
no, none of them. No, none of them will.
Yeah, probably no.
Wait,
No.
actually, Total Energies, do they still have they've got a couple good French guys that are crafty in breakaways.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
Turgis.
Anthony Turgis, dude, he's always
Yeah.
grinding out top 10s in these big races.
He won a stage
He's-
in the Tour like 2 years ago.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
He was on Total Energies, I believe.
They won a stage in the tour?
I believe he won the stage that was gravel when Pogacar and Evenepoel and Vanguard were like in the middle and they were arguing with each other. He was in the break and he won the sprint. He beat
Wow.
Pidcock. He beat Pidcock in the sprint.
No way. Dude, you have a good memory. How would
It was
I
only
not
2 years.
remember this?
Only 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
It's crazy how I don't remember that. Wow.
I just remember Remco was yelling at Jonas because Jonas wouldn't work.
I do remember that. Didn't remember that Anthony Turgis won this stage, though.
Yeah.
So when are
I
you going to
think it
start
was-
riding with Ian, dude?
I gotta like do a couple easy rides first. Like remember how to pedal my bike.
You don't think you could go out right now and do 4 hours with Ian? Surely you could. I mean, it's not like that. It's not like you lost all your fitness or anything.
No, I could. It would like not be that enjoyable because my legs would be tired.
Really?
My quads
So how
would
do
be
you
tired.
how do you ease into it then? Just like do
Do
some
a
low
couple,
intensity.
yeah, couple easy rides first. You got to ease back into it. I'm
Yeah.
definitely fit, but I just don't have like the power in my legs like that because Nordic skiing is head to toe, full body, like core and lats and glutes and quads and lower leg.
Yeah.
Where you get on the bike and it's just like it's one muscle, it's your quads, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. You better be ready when I'm up there training, because I'm gonna put you through
oof,
the ringer.
damn, dude.
You gotta hop to it, dude.
What? So if you drop me, are you gonna like keep going, or are you gonna turn around and come pick me up?
No, I'll wait for you. That's bad form.
No, you don't have to. Yeah. Oh, except that one time that we were playing around and you and Harrison, like, what did I do? I stopped to like pee or something. And you guys gunned it and like didn't
No
wait.
way. I think you just didn't want to go as hard as we were going, so you like sat up or something.
But yeah, we were like playing around. Like I came past you
Yeah.
on the descent or something, and then
Yeah.
you gunned it.
Yeah, and
And
you
I
just
was
didn't want to
like,
go over your zone.
no, I was like, I thought we were playing and that you would eventually stop. And I was like, I'm not going to sprint up to you. And then you just kept going for like 2 hours. I didn't see you guys. I was like, well, that's fucking
No,
stupid.
dude, come on, man.
Yeah,
We
it was
stopped.
2 hours.
What? We stopped
Yeah.
at
And they're like,
we stopped at
oh, we
this was
dropped
in
that
like
guy.
this
I
was in
feel so much better
Tahoma.
about myself.
This was in Tahoma going around the lake, and we
Yeah, it
stopped
was like
at the grocery
40K
store.
later.
You're exaggerating. It was 15 minutes later.
I mean, dude, you can play around a little bit, but then you got to wait for your friends. Like if they don't want to play anymore, I was like, okay, time out. Recess is over.
Recess is over. Yeah, well, maybe I'm more mature than I was then, and I won't do that to you anymore. Maybe I won't. We'll see.
Yeah, you've done enough European racing that like a little bit humbled, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been getting my ass kicked. Dude, in Knocker, of course, we were going down like flies. Everybody kept either crashing or getting mechanicals. And so I was obviously not racing for myself. I was like in the mindset of being a team helper or whatever. And so we're like in the last lap, and I guess we're down to this wasn't communicated well on how many guys were getting popped, but then all of a sudden, last lap with 5Ks to go, I we got 2 mechanicals on the same sector, and it was just me left. And they get on the radio, 5Ks to go. "Oh, Cole, you're the last guy in the group. Try and sprint for yourself." And I'm like damn near last wheel, and so I have to like try and move up like crazy in the last 5K of this fucking classic. I managed to get like 63rd, but it would have been nice to have more than 5Ks to know that I was racing for myself.
You know, it's funny. I think that for the most part, it doesn't apply to everybody, but for the most part, all of the cyclists in the world tour, it's such a hard sport. Like there's so much suffering. You're always getting beat, right? Like sometimes you're
Yeah,
just hanging on for dear life. 200 guys are kicking your ass.
yeah,
It's pretty humbling. And I think that for the most part, everybody, like nobody has like big egos
no. Some guys do.
where, yeah, it's just not everybody. And maybe you're talking about some younger guys that haven't been beaten down enough, but
Yeah,
but then you see like, guys that aren't at that level. And it's like, you know, there's some delusion out there about,
yeah,
well, I beat this guy and that guy. He one time he dropped Cole. So that means that because of these things, I'm better than Cole. Virtual resume, you know?
yeah, yeah. I mean, we definitely try to go in as a team, especially to these races like Knocker course where it's like an uphill drag of like 800 meters to the finish, and there's not like A-list stars there. We go into the races like with a little bit of a delusional confidence for sure. Like we're trying to win the bike race.
Yeah, I mean that's not what I'm talking about though. Like you have to believe in what you can do and have a goal and it needs to be, something more than you've achieved in the past. I get that. But you do it without I mean you still respect everyone around you. You're not I don't know, you're just not a dick, you know? Like
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's also
and
sometimes like I also try not to judge too much how guys are on the bike because I for sure at some points like I'm a vocal rider. Like if somebody does something stupid, I'll berate you. like so like sometimes you can be classified as a dick just by like sometimes if you get mad on the bike or something. So I try to like always be friendly with everybody off the bike as well so they know that I'm not an asshole. Were you like that when you raced? Were you vocal on the bike? Like if somebody chopped you or something, would you get
No,
after 'em?
I don't think. Well, I'm sure I did at some point. Um, I think I didn't talk much.
No?
I didn't no because I wanted to stay focused. Like so many times I saw riders chatting and crash because they weren't paying attention. And like, dude, my rule is you do not turn your head. You can talk to somebody next to you, but you don't have to turn your head to look at them. You can just talk. Like, and yeah, the older I got, like the less I just talked to people in the group because it was like, I'm just gonna try to stay safe, do my
Yeah.
job and stay focused. And I think that maybe that can come off like you're you're not friendly, but it wasn't about that.
I could see that. Yeah, there's definitely actually some guys that I notice that, like, when I try to talk to them in the peloton, like, I only really talk to people if it's not a tense moment. Like, I won't talk to you if it's like full gas racing, but if it's like going easy up a climb where like the brake goes and it's all blocked off and then everybody's like chilling, there's some guys just like you'll try to talk to them and they just don't talk back. So I would honestly think that's more douchey if you're doing that than yelling at somebody.
Like zero response.
Yeah, like minimal
Oh,
response. Like
oh,
not like full gas ignoring you, but like not trying to have a combo with you.
hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I did that. I mean, I guess dude, there's not that many times when you can talk though. Like in the Tour de France, there's zero time to chat. I mean, I don't know if, but I would
Yeah.
imagine it's only getting faster. So I don't know when all these times are that you can just have a fucking picnic with your friends.
I mean, there's a couple times in a bike race where you can talk to your friends for a couple minutes for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you mean beyond your teammates?
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know about making new friends, but
yeah, maybe
maybe.
not. I don't know. Maybe I'm too nice then. Maybe I need to harden up.
No, no, I think you should be just be you and talk to people. And if those guys aren't talking back, that's, it's not because they don't like you. It's just that
Yeah.
that's just who they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you
Oh,
had to
man.
have you had to yell at somebody recently that did something stupid?
Dude, in these Belgian races, it's slimy as hell out there.
Yeah.
Guys do not care about you, and I'm starting to learn that maybe I need to stop caring about them, because I seem to always be the first dude on my brakes. Everybody else seems like they're racing without brakes.
Yeah.
It's getting on my nerves.
Yeah. It is the game, dude. And the game is bigger than you. So it's like you decide how you want to play it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think I'm playing it wrong, because I don't know, these guys are just slamming me out in every corner. They're like, man. Yeah, so yes, I've been yelling at people on frequent occasion.
Have you have you been in the race with, you know, top stars, Vanderpool, Van Aert, like have you watched how these guys move around in the peloton?
No,
I mean,
yeah, I've
it's not really fair because they get a lot of respect, right? Like people give them more space.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
But
Like,
they're
Pogacar has,
also
like, a little
not
gold ring around him.
exactly. But they're also not like totally chopping people or quacking. You know what the term quacking is, right?
No,
Does that not, dude, quacking? Please tell me quacking still exists.
I've never heard this, whatever you're referring to,
Oh,
I have no
dude,
idea what it is.
George, if you're listening, you have to teach these kids what quacking is. Oh my
What is
God.
quacking?
I think it's a Flemish term, but it's like chopping somebody.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
Oh.
oh, that guy's such a quacker.
Sounds like a slur.
It does sound like a slur. Yeah. It's not a
Fucking
good thing.
quacker.
No, quacker.
Oh,
There's
quacker. Like a
quacker.
duck?
Yeah. But it's not that. Like when you quack somebody, you're just like, You're moving in, you're chopping them, like you're putting your bars in front of their bars.
Wow, I've
He's a
never heard this term.
quacker.
I'll have to ask the guys and see if they know what this
Dude,
is.
go
Maybe I'm
go
that
ask
noob.
George. Like,
I'm
why
that
didn't you
neo
tell
pro.
us what quacking is?
I'm green.
Did that die out of cycling?
Yeah, it must have. From 2012 to now,
Oof.
Quacker does not exist. You're old. Your
R
uncle.
R.I.P. Quacker.
R.I.P. Quack. So yeah, that's something I probably need to get better at is just
Quacking.
chopping. Yeah, quacking, chopping people.
Dude, it's an art form, you know? Like
Yeah,
you don't want to be the guy that's just doesn't give a shit about anyone else, but you have to position and you have to
yeah,
do it with little breaks as possible.
yeah, yeah. I got out of having to position at Denane. It's so nice, man. Being in the, I almost just like going in breakaways so that I don't
Because
have
it's
to worry about.
peaceful.
Yeah, it's peaceful. You know, it may hurt more,
Yeah.
but it's just peaceful up there.
Yeah. Sometimes it's actually better because you're just doing a steady effort instead of like, I mean, dude, Roubaix is going to be full brakes, locking up both tires, full
Yeah,
sprint, full brakes, full sprint, full brakes, over and over and over.
yeah.
And your
That
nerves are fried. And like, dude,
Yeah, that's how it was in every single one of these one days pretty much that I did. It's just to every corner, it's just a full race.
so fun to watch on TV though.
Yeah, must be nice entertainment for you.
Although you never get like, they show an overhead shot and it's like, oh, it looks easy.
Yeah. No.
It just never does it justice. In
No.
the peloton, it's like a full on war zone.
Yeah, and like okay, there are definitely some riders that are better at this than others, obviously. But for example, Knocker course, just being in the bunch, like not doing anything, I averaged 300 watts. That's just like being in the race in the wheels all day, like being pack fill. And then
Is
there's
that
some guys that average like 230 somehow. Like Brody McDonald can average 230 on our team in a bike race like this. Maybe even
dude,
less.
what are you doing wrong?
Everything, probably.
Are you out in the wind?
No, I'm just the first guy to break, bro. So I always have to do accelerations and shit. He
Is
just
that
floats.
300
He's great at chopping.
with zeros or without?
Oh, that's without zeros. I mean, no, that's with zeros. Are you talking about because NP was 350, average was 299.
So 300 with zeros.
Yeah, with zeros.
Damn.
Yep. That's why. But yeah, had to chase a bunch too actually because I did have a small little crash and have to come back from that, but nothing crazy. And but then Montserrat also I did a little bit more than just being pack fill. I like actually I went on the attack late in the race, and then I also did some pulling at the end, and that was 315 average for 4.5 hours. Like, and that's a 1.1. I can only imagine what Roubaix is like. We're gonna find out.
You're gonna do great, dude.
I know. I'm
That
excited.
that
I really am.
that nervousness you feel, like that's your fuel to get in that breakaway.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And then I'm gonna come home to Levi's.
Hey,
Has anybody come to Levi's Grand Fondo off of Roubaix? Am I gonna be the first person to do it?
Luke was gonna do it last year, but then he stayed and did the Giro. So
Mm.
yeah, you and Luke,
Luke
because
is doing Roubaix as well.
I think so.
Sweet. That would be
I
cool to see him
believe
there.
so. Yeah,
Well, hopefully we get to talk to him later this week. That'd be nice.
yeah. Um, but I gotta get going.
Yeah,
Got stuff to do. It's the middle of the day here. I'm busy,
yeah.
dude.
I'm lucky I got you. You're a busy man.
Yeah. Thanks for
Cool.
sharing the good news. Can't wait
Yeah,
to tell
dude.
the team.
I can't wait to see you there. It's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
I'll
It was
try to
good
ride my
catching up,
bike so
dude.
I can sit on your wheel.
Woo!
All right, buddy.
Yeah. Take care, man.
See ya. Good night.
See ya. Good night.